bro. I done went to sleep in my clothes last night. I was sleeping good too. But what's up with the people? About to get me some coffee this morning because nothing wrong with it. You gotta have your good coffee in the morning. You know, I don't know what that is. All right, it's gone. Yeah, just in this joint, man. What's up with the people, man? Top of the morning. Jesse, what's up, man? How you doing, brother? Yeah, bro, I'm just about to make me some coffee around this joint. You know what I'm saying? It's a rainy day here in Sun. It's a rainy day here in Sunday. It's a rainy day here in Vegas. You know, uh, this spoon off. Put that back. Show face. This is going to be a live where I do not show face. You know, this is a live stream where I'm not going to show face, bro. You know, it's going to be a new, realm around this joint. You know. Yeah. New realm around this joint, bro. Yeah, it's a new realm around this joint. You hear me? But how you doing, bro, man? What's going on with you, man? How's life? How's everything been treating you? I haven't seen you in a minute, you know. Uh-oh. In a couple days, huh? That's what's up, man. What you got going on out of here when you come on into Vegas, bro? Real quick, I gotta. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Blessings to you and your family, brother. You know, blessings to you and your family, man. For real, for real. I know how it is, man. I'm tired of it, man. I'm actually preparing for a funeral Tuesday. You know, it's it's a hard one, but I got that one, and then preparing for another funeral on the 22nd. So, you know, we gonna see how everything works out, man. But man, prayers to you and your family, bro. For real. Well, nobody wanna typically see a loved one in a hospital laid up, tubes or IVs, wires everywhere, and tubes everywhere, and all that stuff, man. So, I hope the best. Pray for the best. For real, for real. But look, man, I'm gonna turn this around real quick. Did it? It ain't gonna turn on? I guess not. There it is. It's a little wet out here this morning, so the rain has been falling. The rain has been falling. It's still gonna come. We still got that big dark cloud that's gonna fly on in, with some more rain. But other than that, man, it's just slow motion for you boy this morning, man. I decided to, I guess do a faceless live. So if I do show the camera, y'all gonna see the outside of everything. Not me though, not me at all. But yeah, man, happy Sunday to the people. You know, just got up this morning, thanking God for another day. Um, I forgot that it was going to be raining, but now that it is, you know, sit outside and enjoy this good weather. You know, I I like it because the rain clears the air. It cleanses the air. You know, it gets all the bad juju. You know what I'm saying? Gets all the bad juju out. A nice little, I guess you could say, a little hot cup of coffee this morning. But most of all, man, I hope everybody is doing well, man. I hope everybody is, you know, enjoying the morning so far. You know what I'm saying? I wish I can say your name. I swear. Well, good morning to you, man. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing this morning? I'm gonna just call you Mrs. World. How you doing this morning? Wherever you may be watching from, wherever you may be at, top of the morning to you all. Good afternoon to the ones that's, you know, outside of the states. I guess you could say that. John Wright, what's happening, player, man? Top of the morning to you, brother. You know, it's raining outside, y'all. Turn this camera back on real quick. As y'all can see, man, it's raining out here. Coming back pretty heavy here in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Cindy, what's going on? How you doing? You ain't been here in a minute. What's going on? How are you? Yes, I remember you. You are. I think you are. I don't want to say Chinese, but I want to say Japanese. I remember you. I'm a good. I'm a good. I'm a good. I can't even get the words out. I'm good with names. If I see you enough. Yeah, Jesse, I might have to, I'm gonna have to pull up on you, man. Politic with you, man. Come show some support, man, to you and your family, man, if that's all right. But it's up to you, brother. Zay, what's going on? What's happening? What's happening? Top of the morning. How are you? You know, prayers up for Jesse, man, and his family, man. You know, to the ones that's in here, man. Spam the prayer hearts up for Jesse, man. You know, he's coming to Vegas not to party and hang out, but under different circumstances. The only reason why I'm saying this in a couple days because I have to go to Florida. Well, we're in Florida, and but I gotta go to Pensacola because that's where my. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I thought you saying your dad was here. Okay, I see what you're saying. But yeah, man, do that, man. Prayers up for Jesse and his family, man. Welcome back, Cindy. Welcome back, man. I'm just, uh oh. Hold on, y'all. Every time I see it, man, I gotta show y'all, man. It's yard buddy time. You know, I ain't gonna hold you, man. When I see my fellow coworkers pop in, when I see my fellow coworkers pop in, here at the joint, go around the bus. Don't sit out in traffic. Smart person. I know the bus is kind of big, but you ain't got to sit inside, as y'all can see. Hold on, let me. Oh, hold on. Yard buddy just walked in. For y'all that don't know, man, this is the bus that I drive Monday through Friday. You know, transportation joint. You hear me? But I have no plans. I might be able to come down, grab a family dinner all this week, and then we're going to have a hangout and sit. Okay, okay, that's what's up, man. I just hope, man. You know, I hope the best, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to, you know, hear these type of things, even though, like, you know, for those that know, life is life. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, everybody wants to see their loved ones well, you know, and everything like that. But you know, things happen. That's how the weather be over here for the last three. Yeah, John, right? It's supposed to be like that here. It's supposed to rain today, tomorrow, and Tuesday. So it kind of like calmed down a little bit. I looked at uh, the weather on my phone, and it stops from now, and then it starts back up at 8 o'clock. But it's still raining now. You know, I still see the little puddle in front of my car with the little droplets. We're just going to be hanging out and stuff at my dad's house. Everyone's going to be coming down there. That's what's up, man. It's always good, man, to you know, have that support, man, from your family and loved ones. You know, for everyone to come together and you know, just pray over the situation. You know what I'm saying? Have a good time. For, especially if there's ones that haven't, you know, been seen in a while. You know, it's always a beautiful thing. Melanated Queen. Good morning to you, Queen. How you doing? Top of the morning. Top of the morning. You know, top of the morning. How you doing? You know where you are. You know, hopefully you guys got some good weather out there. To me, in Vegas, good weather is rain. You know, anybody that know anything about Vegas, it's a real dry valley. You know, Nevada in a whole is a dry state. I wouldn't say so much for up north because, like up in Reno and things, like they get a lot of snow. You know, they're, you know, borderline Sacramento, so you know they get a lot of weather coming from out that way. It's been raining here in LA too. I can only imagine, man. On my way to church later today, I'm in California. It's raining too. That's what's up, man. Have a good service today. You know, prayers up for Jesse Lee and his family. You know, his family's going through a little hard time right now. You know, prayers up for him, his father, you know, and his family. You know, so you know, put that in prayer box for him, Melanated Queen. Appreciate that. I went and got my haircut yesterday. Went and got my outfit, what I'm wearing, to meet the requirements of dress code for the funeral. So I went on out and finally bought my first pair of white jeans. Finally went on and got my first pair of white jeans. But I'm gonna show y'all my little outfit, right? That I'm gonna be wearing. You know, cause me, anybody that knows me when I dress, I like to be comfortable. So let me run up in here real quick. Turn my light on. Even though y'all can't see it, but I can see it. Y'all will be able to see it in a minute though. But you know, this is my get down, right? I'm gonna turn this on real quick. So as y'all can see, you know, y'all can see that good Burlington Coat Factory special. You know, $20 for a pair of jeans. Kenneth Cole joint. You know, well, $14.99. Kenneth Cole with I guess Nicole Miller type of shirt, but you know, I bought it because how the cuffs is, right? You know, it goes together. You know, so you know, I'm gonna try to, you know, show up and show out, you know, show my respects to my loved one you know, get it together. And the shirt is nice, and if y'all can see the shirt moving like that, y'all know it's light. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's my get out. That's the spot I laid in. I actually, slept in my clothes. I was tired last night. Had a long day. Let me get this back off in here, man. Get this together real quick. And I gotta rearrange my closet, y'all. Look, my closet looks like it looks, yeah, it's a lot. I got a lot of hoodies though. I ain't really got too many summer clothes. But in due time, I will have some summer clothes. I typically buy stuff, every year or throughout the year or whatever y'all want to call it. But yeah, that's what it is. Ma, you got you an umbrella?
Behind
Huh?
behind the front door.
Oh, okay. You gotta make.
Is it really raining?
Well, it's like around the time you should be in the car by then. So hopefully, like when you get out of church, it's not like too much rain. But it's supposed to be starting back up now all the way up until 10. But around 10 that's when like the heavy rain's supposed to be coming.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Melanated Queen. I'm gonna keep it real. So I was actually looking for like some loafers or something, to wear. I did see a couple pair of shoes in Burlington Coat Factory, but me, I'm picky, very picky when it comes down to what I wear. So I don't have dress shoes. Um, I have not worn dress shoes in many, many, many years. And when I say many years, I would say since 2007, 8. Probably my grandmother's funeral. My grandmother passed away in 2007. Ma, when did grandma pass away? '07, right?
Oh, nine.
'09. So I would say I think that's my last time that I wore dress shoes. I haven't had dress shoes since then. Or wore a pair. So I don't know. Like, if I could have found me some good loafers or something, then that would have been cool. But like I say, I'm picky. Buy some wingers. What I'm gonna have to look those up. I don't know what those are, Tyler Pro. Shout out to you, Tyler Pro, man. Top of the morning to you, brother. I've never owned a pair of Stacey Adams. Never. Even my mom just like looked at me like, okay. But yeah, I've never worn a pair of stuff. Yeah, see, loafers I can deal with, like, but like dress shoes as a whole, like that'd be the day I get married. And even then, I may wear tennis shoes. I
That
just
ain't.
love tennis shoes. I don't know, man. I will see. I will see. But you know, um, I do have a pair of shoes that will typically, you know, uh, I guess meet my requirements of who I am as a person. You know, I have not though, but we gonna see. We gonna see how it works out. We gonna see how it works out. Dress shoes, loafers. Even my mom said that. You wear a nice pair of loafers, but yeah, I didn't see nothing that I like. There was a pair that I liked, but I didn't get them. Wingans is what they're called. I guess I got to step my game up, huh, Tyler Pro? Every time I see it, I keep thinking that's him. I don't think it's him. Yeah, man, gotta step my game up. It's a nice little puddle outside. The rain is going to be raining here pretty soon. Rising Phoenix is in the building. I can be worn with suits and jeans. Yeah, see, and I honestly believe you. That's why, even my mom said, like, she was like, oh, slacks and a dress shirt, and and I was like, okay, like, I can go in there, but I know how I am. Like, I can only wear that type of stuff for so long. I'm like, all right, cool, like it's over. Let me get up out of this and change into something comfortable. You know what I'm saying? No, no, I honestly believe you, man. Like, no offense taken, Title Pro. Like, it's for me, there's a time and a place for that. So if it's like depending on the event or whatever, you know what I'm saying, I'd be like, all right, cool, just let me get, all the way suited and booted and, you know, uh, go out there and put on my best appearance for the people, meaning like no hat, fresh haircut. As y'all know, I did get my haircut yesterday, so you know, my barber talked me into getting a high taper because a taper type of haircut is my favorite haircut. So since my C cups, and for the ones that do know what C cups are, they don't line up, right? My hairline grows in like stupid weird. Um, so one side is like perfect, which is on my left side, and on the right side is like, it's weird. So when a doctor, with a doctor, I would call them a doctor because they go in and do surgery on some of the people when they get haircuts, hairdos, and things of that nature. But they would have to doctor up the right side of my C cup to make it look like the other one, because the hair grows down a little further than what it should. Rise of Phoenix, did I say hello to you? Hello. Hello, hello, hello. But yeah. Oh man, hold up, man. Shoot, you know what I'm saying? My bad. Hold on, let's get you together this morning. You know, there we go. Yeah, let's get you together this morning. Yeah. But yeah, I will show y'all. My hair is cut. I look like a third grader again. Face is nice and shaved and things. My forehead is still big. They can't, doctor that. My forehead been big since I was a little tyke. You know what I'm saying? But it fits me. You know. Yeah. It's long overdue. Phoenix. It's long overdue. It's long overdue. You're uh what I was gonna say. You're a heavy supporter. You know, melanated queen. She comes in, shows up, and shows out from the Mo three community. Shout out to Sin City Raps. Shout out to her. She's a real one for what she did last Saturday. We all came in and y'all flooded my live stream and overwhelmed the kid. But it was a good time, man, and I appreciate y'all for that. They showed up and showed out for the kid. You hear me? But I appreciate that, Phoenix. I didn't. I seen you comment. Gangland Mafia. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's part of the. What is it called, Melanated Queen? I call you guys the Mo three community, but I know it's Mo three something that you guys call you guys. you know. But man, when I say that they showed up and showed out Phoenix, Title Pro, who else is in this joint? Jesse Lee, you know, whoever else is in this joint, man, listening in, man. Melanated Queen and her community, man, they're dope. You know, I still have not found everybody that's subbed to my channel. I think, let me go to the comments. I think that one name I couldn't pronounce, I think she's part of them. So, so, I can't say her name. I'm not gonna struggle with that. Yes, yes. Mo 3 sector. Long live 3. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Title Pro, you was in the live stream that day. You was that Saturday morning, or like late morning. It was like a little bit after 11 o'clock, and it was just Title Pro, and I think it was a couple others, you know, regular supporters. And when I looked up, and it went from like 4 or 6 to like 60 something, and I was like, what is going on? And the comments was going crazy. Man, look, man, let me tell y'all something, man. You know, and it was a beautiful time, man. So I appreciate Destin's in the building. Hold on, man. Shout out to Destin, man. Hold on, Destin. I got you. I got you. You come in, you show up, you show out too, man. Hello. Good morning. You know, you gotta wrench to people, man. You know, you gotta wrench to people. You know, Destin, when it comes down to it, you know, when I'm able to, cause you know your boy is broke. I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? I'm broke. Pockets on empty. You know what I'm saying? I'm digging in, pulling out lint right now as we speak. But I will buy a membership, you know, to become part of the exclusive club on your channel. But shout out to Destin. I appreciate you always and forever. You know, shout out to my all my, you know, all my real supporters, bro. Like, I can't thank y'all enough. Now my grind is watch time hours. You know what I'm saying? That's my grind now. You know, last time I looked, I think I'm just about 400 watch time hours. I'm like, whatever. Like, I'ma just boom. You know what I'm saying? Look, this is what it is. You know, I'm live every day, all night. You know what I'm saying? Until my phone dies. You know, so, you know, what's happening though? What's going on out there in Texas? You know what I'm saying? How's Texas treating you out there, Destin? Destin is another one, man, that shows support. I be feeling bad when she comes in after my live stream and she's not allowed to catch it, and she's like, oh my God, I missed it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I should have sent out the West Side symbol all over the world to let the people know, hey, look it, West Side's live. Look, he got his light showing in the sky. You know what I'm saying? Oh, feel better. Oh, feel better. Was it because you was outside skateboarding last night with the youngster? You know what I'm saying? Your son? But that was dope though. I wasn't in that long. But you know, I did mute myself. No, I didn't. I didn't mute myself. I think I was in your live stream for probably like 10 minutes last night. You know. Hope it's not COVID. Right, Phoenix? Oh my God, no. Y'all wanna know something? Through all the COVID and, you know, the pandemic and all that stuff, my mom has not caught COVID. She has not. I've caught COVID once. And I caught it on the behalf of going to my son's football game when I got back. It was his sophomore year, first game of the season. Or was it his junior year? I think it was his sophomore year in high school. And went to the first game of the season. They played Foothill. And I was supposed to go to work. And yeah, man, I was up under the weather, man. So, you know, whooped me. You know, I knew it was something because, you know, I took a shower one day. You know, you got the good smelling soaps and things, and you know, just like I couldn't smell it, so I ain't really paying no mind. Right? I'm like, dang, this, you know, it done doled down on me. Like, what's going on? So I get out, you know, you know, brush my teeth, you know, did my little mouthwash routine, and I'm like, wait a minute, like, there's no taste there. So I go in my room and I got air fresheners in my room, so I spray the air freshener, and you know, instantly within seconds you will smell it. And I ain't smell nothing. I was like, I went to my mom. I was like, I gotta go to the hospital. She's like, what? I'm like, I think I got COVID. She's like, how you know? I'm like, I can't smell nothing. No, I didn't lose my taste. I didn't lose my taste. I just lost my sense of smell. You know, so went in. You know, they did the little test. They stuck the thing up my nose and all that good stuff, and you know, came back and you're like, yeah, you have COVID. You know, go home. You know, quarantine. You know, this, that, and the third, and you know, I was out of commission. Yeah, but vitamin C, orange juice, you know, vitamin C pills, um, you know, if you know anybody that got some good sea moss, you know, I know sea moss will help you. What Phoenix say? I feel too. I feel sick too. I'm in Texas. Hopefully, it's not airborne. Yeah, yeah. Nobody want to deal with that airborne sickness. They said it ages your brain 10 years every time. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, some people, some elderlies that get it, man, it's man, it's rough on them. You know what I'm saying? But due to the fact that, you know, my mom going through her cancer treatment and all that stuff, you know, man, it's bro, it's a struggle. You know, don't nobody want to, you know, see their loved ones with them, you know, with them type of symptoms. I need to go to the store. Yeah, but then at the same time, Destin, just go and, you know, if you got one of those, if they got the little quick fix, you know, COVID test things, you know, try it out and see if that helps you, and see if you got it for show for show. Crystal's World, hello, top of the morning. Hey man, why you ain't live? You was just live. You know, get back to your live stream, girl. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you coming in and showing a little support to Little Old West Side. You hear me? You know, shout out to you for coming in. Yeah, just to be sure, Destin. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's all love. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You know, and me too. I thought you was already subscribed. Melanated Queen, ginger and lemon tea with honey and a shot of liquor. Hot toddy. Hello, hot toddy. I can't. I wish I could have a hot toddy, but I don't drink anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't drink anymore, so you know, exclude the liquor, Destin. You know, since you're in recovery. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to you in your recovery. Sobriety is everything. You know, I am currently a little bit over 4 years sober. My drinking was real bad. You know, just going through things. So, you know, yeah, you know, sobriety is everything. I don't smoke herb no more. I don't drink anymore. You know, and I love it. To be honest with you, I love it because I could wake up and just be like, all right, cool, let me get these tire jitters out the way and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I appreciate you, Crystal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mine's got to the point like, you know, I was drinking so heavy. Uh, it was taking me 2 and 3 days to recover. You talking about feeling sick, and you anybody knows their body, you know, more, you know, than the doctor, and more than, you know, the person sitting next to you. And when you start to feel certain pains in your body and all that stuff, I was just like, all right, you know, my side hurt and this, that, and the work, and this, that, and the third, but you know, I'm gonna just stop drinking for 3 days. And once that pain is gone, I'm right back at it. That pain started to keep coming back every time I went to drink heavy. I'm like, yeah. I sat on the phone, cried with my little sister out there in Connecticut, man, and told her, like, you know, I'm tired, I'm done, like, you know, I'm over it. And that day, I took my last shot, and I ain't looked back since. Puma VR, man, welcome back, man. I ain't seen you in a minute, man. How you doing, brother? If I'm not mistaken, Puma VR, correct me if I'm wrong, but you are from Brazil. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I ain't seen you in a minute, but you are from Brazil. If I got it right, man, put the clapping emojis in the chat. You hear me? Like I say, man, I'm good with names. I look at it, I scan over it and all that stuff. But yeah. Yeah, you're right, Destin. I was. You know, even my mom told me, you know, she's like, watch, now that you're not drinking anymore and this, that, and the third, watch how God works in your life, right? Had an old beater. I'm gonna try to find that video for y'all, but I would say probably a year or two after I got, you know, clean and sober. Look what God did for me. Uh-oh, hold on. I want to make sure I got this correctly. But look what God did for me. Y'all see my baby over there? New whip. You know, I've been having this for, you know, a little over a year now. You know, but, you know, he did that for me and I can get up and, you know, beautiful skies out here. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love it. You know. Yeah. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. You know, I love my little car. I wish I could go to a car wash right now and just vacuum out and clean the inside and all that stuff because, you know, little baby looking a little whoop, you know. Appreciate you, Title Pro. Thank you, Crystal. You know what I'm saying? You know, yes, he is. You right, Crystal. He is. Like, you know, and I've separated myself. Like, my friends are still my friends, but I don't have the desire to drink anymore. Like, someone's like, hey man, hold this for me, and it's an alcoholic beverage. I'm not holding it. I don't want no parts of it. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes down to my mom, because she had carpal tunnel surgery on her hand, so her strength in her hand, like, she can't open a bottle of water. If she decides to have a little sip, which is very rare, you know, she got a little bottle, I'll open it for her and I'll pour her a drink. You know what I'm saying? But as far as me, I don't want to smell it. You know, I can smell it on the person if they drinking. You know, but yeah. You know, I can't do it. Let them know. Thank God I heard that. Man, I swear. Man, you hear me? You know, I have to, you know, I like to share my story with the world. Mm-hmm. What's up, Ma? That's a new one? You ain't wore that one before? My mom is a jewelry. Look. Hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all my little mom's, little Temu jewelry. Jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, look, check it out. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let's not get her feet in there, but yeah. You know? Look, she got the earrings and the things. She got the little fresh haircut and thing. We would have got our haircut yesterday, y'all. But yeah, man, you know, she came out here for me to put her little jewelry on. You know what I'm saying? You know, put a little jewelry on. Like I was just saying, man, she ain't got too much feeling in right now. All right, so where you wanted it? You just wanted on this link?
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. Let's get my dukes together real fast. Hold on, let me go this way. Dang, Ma, this like a choker.
I know.
Yeah, y'all, Ma Deuce is fashion queen. Yeah, Ma Deuce is fashion queen. You know, she do her thing. We both went and got our little haircut. He gave you them doggone C cups. All this is supposed to be cut off. Remember how you showed in the haircut? How it was instead of the C cups? I wish I was right there because I would have told him to get rid of your C cups because you got you looking like a stud.
Oh, that's what I figured.
You see what I'm saying? And
I figured that.
I'm not being funny, y'all, but any female that has C cups in their haircut is studdish. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, mine's, you know, I gotta have the C cups because I'm a man. Gotta have the C cups because I'm a
And he
man.
cut my baby hair. I didn't want him to do that. He should have just lined it up real good.
What are you talking about, baby hair?
Like,
Oh, up top?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you can get your... Yeah, because, yeah.
It's all right. I'll go up to Hair Unlimited and get him to freshen it up.
Yeah.
But by that time, it'll probably be gone back out. Shit.
Yeah, it might be.
I'll go Hair
Might be.
Unlimited next time.
For those that... Oh, man, hold on, Crystal. Hold on. I got you, too. Hold on.
Why did you
Shoot.
got this necklace on backwards?
You got to turn it around. I got it on backwards. Oh, my God. Hold on. And you can't say
you?
You can't say that. You know, you giving people my government. They don't know my name in these YouTube streets. I hope y'all didn't hear that.
Blue.
Yeah, but if y'all did hear
West
it,
side blue.
now we got it. You know what I'm saying? I put it on the opposite way. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my dudes together because you know I put this thing on backwards, and she caught it too. Hey, look, you got this on wrong, all wrong. Hold on. Did y'all? Hey, hold on, y'all. Did y'all hear my name? Anybody that heard my name, put it in the chat. Anybody that heard my name, put it in the chat, man. Cause she said it. I know y'all heard it. If you didn't hear it, hey, it's all love. I appreciate you
You still West
for
side?
not listening. All right, cool. All right, cool. You didn't hear it, Destin? Did you hear it? Y'all like to keep my identity sealed. One day I will. No, we didn't know nothing or see nothing. No, I think somebody heard it, man. Hold on, let me go top off my coffee, man. Golly, I'm out here just sipping coffee, man, hanging out with the people, man. Shout out to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? But you're welcome, Crystal. You know, that's I'm gonna do that typically for the ones that come in. that come in and hang out with the kid in the morning. You know what I'm saying? But no, honestly speaking, I feel there's gonna be a time where I want to tell y'all my real name. My family says my name all the time, even though they know better. No, for real. They do. They know better. Y'all want to know somebody that got it bad, that says my name a lot when I'm around them, is my cousin. My cousin would say my name in a heartbeat. I'm like, bro, like, I don't want a lot of these people to know my government. You know what I'm saying? You know, they don't need to know all that. You hear me? I gotta tackle these. Hold on. I gotta tackle these floors today. Get mom's floors clean. So that'll be something I'm gonna do while she's at church and when I'm done live streaming. See, I knew it, man. See, y'all the real ones, man. Y'all real ones. All right, so by a show of comments, y'all ain't gotta really put y'all age out there, but by a show of comments and hands, you know, raise your hands. if you were born in the 70s. Anybody born in the 70s, raise your hand. Yeah, we gonna do a little something this morning, man. We was politicking about that in in one of my fellow supporters, EJ's StreamYard live streams. 70 babies, raise your hand. If you're not born in the 70s, put a thumbs down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because we were going off of based on our era where we grew up, how that really moves my heart. Something on the chairs here. Oh yeah, without a doubt. Uh, uh, Melanated Queen. My bad. I had a little brain fart right there, but yeah. For those that don't know, I live in and take care of my mom on top of working a full time job. Um, my mom has cancer. It's the type of cancer that won't immediately, end her life, but she can live with it for as long as God is gonna have her here. You know what I'm saying? To enjoy her grandkids and family and loved ones. You know what I'm saying? 80s babies stand up. 90s babies stand up. Title Pro, thumbs down. All right, let's take it back. Whoever was born in the 60s. You know what I'm saying? Title Pro, I think I'm pretty much, you probably, you know, uh, yeah, I would say probably late 50s, mid 50s, you know. But we was going based off of shows, man, and what we grew up watching, man. What did you guys grow up watching? You know, we didn't hear nothing. No, somebody heard something. You hear me? Somebody heard. Nah, I ain't gonna put it on y'all like that. But somebody heard something. Maybe it was a mumble. But yeah, I cherish my mom. Wow, Jerry Springer and Cheaters is a good one. Yep. And Jerry Springer after, man, like, and all the time I used to watch Jerry Springer, I used to sit there and look. I'm like, this has to be staged. Like, there's some type of script going on because it seemed stagist. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seemed to the point to where, man, this got to be made up. Okay, 60s in the building. Uh oh, hold on. Maury too. So honestly speaking, Destin, do you honestly feel that a lot of those paternity tests were fake? Because I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory on way before you know I knew who my dad was. Top of the morning, how you doing? I see you got them good boots on again. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I will. Um, we was well, not we. I was in the process of trying to find who my father was, right? Um, and I used to watch Maury a lot, and he was doing the paternity test and all that stuff, and I was like, what? Like, he can find my dad? So I literally called the Maury show. I'd be sitting up watching it. Yeah, if you know how the saying went. You trying to find your family, loved ones. Find out who the father is. This, that, and the third. Call the Maury show at 1-877-866 Maury or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but um, I called a couple times. And got discouraged, and I was like, all right, I'm cool. But thank God for my godmother. I got in off of work one day, came on into the house, and You know, first thing that came out her mouth when her seeing me for the first time since I was a baby, you know, very young, toddlerish, you know, you look just like your daddy. Yeah, go ahead, spill all the tea then. You know, if you know where he at, man, let me know. And then she was like, somewhere in Connecticut. What? And I went from there, you know, and a year later, you know, I took that flight by myself, you know, bought my plane ticket, you know, I was in contact with my siblings and, you know, pops and, you know, everybody of that nature. I told them I was coming. You know, I didn't know when I was coming. The only person that really knew I was coming there like that was, I'm pretty sure my brother told my dad, you know, but I didn't want them to know initially the time I was going to be there. They just knew that date, which was March 16th, 2024. I would never forget that day. That's the actual date that I was released from prison. So it was special in two ways, you know. And the third way it was special is because I spent my 42nd birthday with them. Even though I didn't see them all on my birthday, but, you know, I was out there in the vicinity of them. You know, and it was, you know, it wasn't short timing. Like, you know, it was basically like a month. Like they knew I was coming that day. They just didn't know the time. And it could have been planned out a little better, but you know, there's more birthdays to come. There's more, you know, time to come. But my little sister is planning a trip out here this summer in August, which you know her birthday is August 8th. You know, good Leo, and you know we gonna turn up. We gonna enjoy our time. So y'all be able to meet my little sister. Pierre's in the building, man. Welcome back, brother. I ain't seen you in a minute. How you doing, man? How you doing, brother? You know. But yeah, it was a beautiful time, Destin. I ain't gonna hold you. It was a beautiful time. You know, I may call my dad here sometime today. I'm able to also, you know, contact my little brother. He's actually incarcerated in Connecticut um, for a very long time. Hopefully, he comes in to the point to where you know he goes through with this appeal and just accept the deal, right? Because you know he's been in, if I would say, just about 15 years, if not 16, and you know you can just get on out and be done with that. Is that um, due to you know your father not being present? You know, I don't want to say the same thing, the wrong thing, because I know certain topics can be a little sensitive or, you know, bring back past traumas or whatever. I have five siblings and talked to none of them. My brothers just got out of prison for a decade for manslaughter. Okay, you know, so do you actually actively talk to your brother that just got out? But yeah, I can only imagine having you know siblings and you know no one keeps in contact or you know one is jealous of the other or you know or they're just you know just don't want to talk. You know what I'm saying? But that sucks. Like I would want to. Would you have a desire to want to talk to that side of the family? You know, to me, like, you know, everybody's different, but family is everything to me. I may not talk to my siblings on a day to day basis, but here in Vegas, like, me, three, four brothers, and two sisters, like, we have a siblings chat, group chat, and, you know, we'll go in, you know, here so often and, you know, share pictures of, you know, kids, nephews, nieces, you know, things we got going on, or if it's just a random picture of us, it just to let them know, like, hey, look, I'm here. You know, how you doing? My dad was around, and when he finally came around, crap has been awkward. Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that. I would say, you know, Not trying to have you, force a relationship on it because like he absolutely has to want it. But just take it with a grain of salt but continue to always keep doing what you're doing. Destin, you have came a long way. You've shared a little bit of what you had going on in the past. With your story with, you know, you know what I'm talking about, right? So, just keep going. You know what I'm saying? We only have one ticket on this ride called life. So we have to make the best of it, whether if it's enjoying family and loved ones, or whether if it's just you doing what you do by yourself and with your kids, and the ones that are closest to you, the ones that actually care. Excuse me. Got the coffee burps this morning. Bambi, 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 what's going on, man? Faces, my first faceless live stream. Welcome in, Bambi. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. You know what I'm saying? How you doing this morning? Happy Sunday to you as well. Just making Sunday dinner. Send me a plate, man. Send me a plate. You hear me? Send me a plate. What's happening? Send me a plate. Please do. Send me a plate. Please send me a plate. You know what I'm saying? Out here, we 2 hours. So it's 8:30 out here in Vegas. Mac and cheese, corn. See?
She's not here.
Unless you sleep. Now you gotta knock.
She, she's not here.
That's all bad. Ham, mac and cheese, corn. Yeah, send me a plate of that. For real. Yeah, send me a plate of that.
She's not here. Literally staring. Grandma, I gotta tell you about this.
Yeah, see, that's one thing about it. Me being built like a third grader, I love to eat. I ain't gonna hold you. And what you making, Bambi, is right up my alley. You hear me? That's right up my alley. Right up my alley. You love to cook, I love to eat. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead. Put some dry ice on that thing. Put some dry ice on it and melt it. That way it can stay nice and cold. You know what I'm saying? And then, no, for real, Destin. I'm actually built like a third grader. I ain't gonna hold you. Built like a third grader. I swear to God. If y'all can hear me correctly, I'm in my 40s. But yeah, built like a third grader. Surely am. I am. Built like a third grader. And it's not crazy, I'm just speaking facts. I'm gonna put it to y'all like this. Go back to one of my shorts that I posted of my son catching a football pass. Y'all will know it when y'all see it. But you can I have not posted. No, that's for real. I am. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Seasoned, well seasoned Bambi. But no, for real, that's I am
actually 43 years old. You know. Tasha's in the building.
Did she go?
Yeah, she already went downstairs. Well, she ain't left yet. I know she's like, nah, she ain't leave yet.
Making sure she did.
Why? She's coming back.
No. She didn't leave? Are you sure?
I didn't say. I seen her walk
You know
downstairs.
you're telling me.
No, I swear to God.
No, you're telling me.
No, she actually went downstairs, and she walked this way. Her car's parked over here, right?
Yeah.
There's only one way to leave unless she went out the back way. But I ain't see her car leave yet.
Your car's not there.
Hey y'all. Hey, look. Hold on, Mom. Hold on. Let y'all check moms out this morning. Hold on now. Y'all check moms out.
Grandma!
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me turn the camera on.
Grandma, come here.
Look, check Mom Dukes out. Go ahead, Mom. Let him see it. You know what I'm saying? You know. Look, she got look. You know what I'm saying? Ma Dukes ready for church this morning. You hear me? Ma Dukes ready for church this morning.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, I ain't show that, but I seen that too, Ma.
What the fuck is this?
How long you been having that?
That's new. I mean, I wore it before, but
Unless you got something
what
on
is
it.
this? I've seen the same shit
Ma,
on my socks.
y'all excuse my moms. Appreciate you, Tasha.
Man,
Yeah.
let me see. Oh, that's beautiful.
Kate,
Huh?
top of the morning.
Thank you. Girl, I don't know.
Church, what you want?
I don't know what this is. I gotta go wash this. real
Kate, I ain't
quick.
seen you in a minute.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Hey man, y'all spam the party emojis for Tasha Talks Trucking, man. Y'all spam the party emojis, man. You know, soon to be graduate. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Soon to be graduate, man. I'm happy. I'm proud. You know, she's been talking about this for a long time, man. So party emojis, whether it's the emojis or the side of the little thing, or if it's the party emojis in the chat, man. Y'all spam it up for my homegirl, man, for real, because, you know, she stayed down for the come up, and all of the hard work has paid off. You hear me? Man, look, man. Hold on, man. Shit, yeah. Clap it up for Tosh. You hear me? Come on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Clap it up for Tosh, man. Man, shout out to her, man, for real. And for y'all that don't know, I came across Tasha when I was fresh in these YouTube streets. Fresh in the YouTube streets, right? And as y'all know, I was, you know, like I say, I was new to it. I didn't know too much about it. I'm scrolling, and boom, I scrolled and I seen her, and I listened in for a minute, and I was like, okay, cool, you know, it was a good live stream that morning or that afternoon or whatever time it was, so I popped in, you know, popped right into her live stream, you know, popped right into the chat. You know, hello, good morning, much love from Vegas, or however I said it, and, you know, she spoke back, and, oh, we got Vegas in the building, good morning, West Side, whoop, this, that, and the third. I started party ticking and vibing from there, right? And it was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing, and I've been a part of her channel ever since. A part of her channel ever since, man, and just a beautiful person, man, a beautiful soul, you know, respectable, you know, her and her husband, man, EJ, man, two dope people, man, you know. So if you guys have not, man, you know, tapped into her channel, man, please do so, man. Please do so, man. Support her journey, man. Support her grind. You know, she's also a truck driver. You know, my hand's over my mouth because I'm trying to whisper. I can't. Oh, maybe I can. Tasha, drop your link, man. Tasha, drop your link in the chat. Let the people know who you is.
Tasha, drop your link in the chat. Somebody drop her link. Title Pro, you might be good at that, man. Y'all drop your link, man. You know, let's show Tasha some love this morning. Or it's almost afternoon out there for you. There it is. There it is, Bambi. There it is. You know what I'm saying?